zipping through the sky, medication rolling, don't ask me why. Grumpy's live again, don't you dare deny. Hit that button, yeah, subscribe or fly. Grumpy's groove, it's coming alive. Streaming chaos, feeling the vibe, like it, love it, don't take five. Grumpy's groove, you can't survive. You can't survive. What's up his sleeve, a trick or a grin? Mystery unfolds as the show begins. Aliens nodding, they're tuning in. Grumpy's world where chaos wins. Roll it up, stand by for the thrill. Medication chill, alien skill. Lights are flashing, bass will kill. Grumpy's
All right, good morning. This didn't set up right this morning for some reason. I don't know why it didn't work. I guess I tried setting it up off my mobile to launch, and so now I can't pick it up on my phone. Give me just a second, y'all. I thought we had this part figured out. Oh, let's see. I must say, I don't have any room out here this morning. Let's see, let me switch accounts here. I know I can get it active if I open up my other account. I just won't have no mod control on this one. There it is right there. Oh, turn that down. Alright, let's see if I can put my earbud in. Subscriber mode only. Alright, there we go. And get the I can see glasses. Alright. How'd your Thanksgiving go yesterday, Josh? I hope it went good. Get it straight out. I get it straightened out eventually. For today, and then I'll have to start over tomorrow.
Grumpy's in the shop, gears grinding, moaning, electricity crawling, circuits keep zoning, etching into grain.
I'm just ready for today to get on over with. Unfortunately, we have to go to a funeral this morning. My grandmother-in-law, she passed away a few days ago. The lady was 93 years old though. She had her a long life. Hey, good morning, Miss Francis. You catching one of my early bird lives. Uh-oh. I hope everything's okay. Oh, goodness. Some keys. I got to moving just a little bit later than usual this morning, and then the stuff's not working out, so I'm just a little behind. Let's keep my stuff. Need to get those meds out. I keep that stuff locked up, y'all. I am responsible about it that direction, I guess. I don't think my son will ever mess with it. He's got a good head on his shoulders. But I know what my goofy butt did when I was younger, so I keep all my junk locked up the best I can. Oh, coffee. Some good stuff. Oh, bird. It's a little bit cooler out here this morning. What are we at? We are at 57 here in the shop. I don't know how cold it is outside. Oh, bird. I need to open up that back door and turn my fan on though. That sucks because it's cold. I don't want to do that. Oh, I drew out a few images yesterday. I got a couple different boards ready to burn on. Got to see which one that I'm gonna dedicate myself to and stick with. I know yesterday's live I said, ooh, 30 degrees, that is chilly. I said I heard babbling and putting my image on the board yesterday, never did no burning. I went through yesterday afternoon and got some ready.
Pain hums low, therapies in the glow. Aliens laugh slow, they know, they know. Static in the wires, truths on fire. Grumpy's desires tangled in the mire. Ashes and sparks.
We had a good day yesterday, though. I guess you could say we put the fun in dysfunctional for dysfunctional families. So it started out a heck of an adventure, and it balanced out into a good evening. Nothing went how it was originally planned, but like I said, we pulled it all together and come out with a good evening, good afternoon. Kids had a good time. Everybody was chit-chatting. There.
Grumpy's in the shop, wires hum a death hymn. Electricity crawling, spark section in the resin. Aliens in the corner, shadows doing lessons. Blink twice, they vanish. Dimension second.
Visiting the shop later this afternoon or tomorrow.
Therapy's the flight. Smokes the sermon, preaching out of sight. Hit that light, hit that vibe, subscribe to the night.
All right, let's see. We'll move stuff out of the way here.
Circuit board sermons.
All right, that's one.
Stained altars, faith hangs
See if we're in camera here. We got a heck of a delay. The delay ain't too bad on that one. I wonder why it's so bad on my other account. There ain't hardly much of a delay at all on this one. That's crazy. It's cold here too. Like I said, it's cold. I'm gonna freeze in a little while. We got to go out onto the base. My grandpa-in-law, he was military, so he's out at Blankets and Military Cemetery. He passed away. It was 5-6 years ago, something like that. So, of course, his wife, she just passed. So, the way they do it with that is, I guess they share the same plot, because whoever passes first is on bottom, and then the surviving goes on top. Hey, good morning, Bazzy. Oh, that's okay. That's okay, EW. I'm just babbling. That's all I do. It ain't nothing too crazy.
Sticking to the strife, crafted in chaos, every cut's a slice of life. Metal shavings, fall dreams ground to dust, blueprints of pain stitched with sweat and rust. Aliens fly by, they beam through the night. Grumpy's got the tools, but he's ready.
No, I was saying we had to do a funeral here today for my grandmother-in-law. She was 93.
Like a magician in the grime, every move deliberate, clocking out of time, made in pain, fingerprints scar to steel, each groove a confession, each turn reveals.
We gotta leave here about 9 o'clock this morning. Whew. I don't know if I want to live that daggone long in this crazy ass world. Don't get me wrong, I love my life, but gracious, this is a mess around here anymore these days. If I live up to something at that age, I would hope I have all my wits about me still, at least as much as I got now.
turns to day.
She was pretty. She was pretty. She was tough.
Grumpy's grind don't sleep.
She was still pretty good, coherent and whatnot. Till the very, till yeah. She done good for her age. Let's say that. My mom's worked home health care all my life. She don't no more. She's pretty much retired out of it, all of it now. But
Grumpy's in the shop, working
she started off nursing home 11 to 7. And, you know, I was always that little kid, like a latchkey baby almost, but there wasn't no latchkey, you know, you had to take me to work with you. I was always around those facilities and around the old folks and whatnot. And them people there's some stories. That's walking history books, y'all. I remember Mom was doing home health care. She would come home or go and sit with individuals in their homes. There was one individual. She was a black lady. And she was about 104, and she could still talk to you and carry on a conversation with you just like I am right now. She probably had better memory than I do. And oh my goodness, the stories that lady had. That was. I loved listening to people just talk like that. Because there's junk in history books and stuff like that that we ain't ever gonna see. They ain't gonna talk about all that. But you got somebody who lived it and walked it. That's something else.
joy and pain. His hands are rough, but his heart beats loud. Grumpy's alone, but he's never cowed. Lathe hums a tune, it's a mournful sound. Echoes of
Yeah, I
dreams.
never got into history when I was younger, but I dang sure love it as I've gotten older.
Grumpy's got a plan, but it's not quite clear. Mess rolled up, aliens fly. Grumpy stares.
That's one of my silly images there. I kind of took their 13 logo and put that there, and then got my little astronaut guy in the background. I started a board like the astronaut guy already. I've just stopped working on it because my epoxy or my resin that I was putting on there started bubbling up right there, and then I got a little spot right here I have to go through and touch up. But I'm gonna put that to the side for a little bit. I got to get some more my UV resin that I've been using. I'm about burnt through all that, and so I got just a little bit left, and I'm gonna save that till I get more.
Grumpy got a package today. Mez rolled tight, ready to play. Was about to.
Heck yeah, that's the whole thing. Kind of like Jordan Johnson says, was all your carbon tips. You just got to break out some wood, you know, something that you'll be burning on, you know, and then just get at it, you know, see what kind of results you can get. You know, and then the better you sand that board down before you start, the smoother your tip's gonna work too. Yeah, I could get that spot off. The bad thing about it is that's not like a standard color. I mix all my colors up as I go, and so I don't think I'll be able to match that color. So I was talking about it the other day. If I sand it all off right there, I thought what I would do was just get a little bit darker mix of the colors that I did, and kind of go all over the little suit, you know, make it look like the texture, make it look like the suit's kind of wrinkled up or something, just to kind of hide those colors, those blemishes that it's going to put. Because when I sand it off, it's definitely going to make a difference. And then, like I said, I won't be able to match that color back. I'll have to mix something close and then just use it for shadow play, I guess. Oh man, sorry y'all. A lot of stress yesterday. Stress knocks me the heck up in my shoulders, and that don't do my neck no justice. This is another image I pulled off of Google. I'm gonna put that on a board and burn that. I like that. Right, well, that one will turn out pretty cool. Miss Francis, I don't know if you saw that one, but this is the latest burn board I did. And I love the way this one turned out, because I don't know if the camera's gonna do it for y'all, but in person, I don't know if y'all remember those old 3D pictures that you can kind of stare at and blur off into for a minute, and a picture will jump up out of it. The way I did my lines and my shading, I went one direction and then I went an opposite direction in the lettering or the numbers, and then the way the grain goes, it kind of gives these red numbers like a 3D effect and makes them almost kind of jump up off the board. It's pretty freaking neat. Complete accident and coincidence that it worked out like that, but I'm gonna try to take that similar shading look and put it into my next piece and stagger my shades like that to see if I can't get the next one to have some 3D to it. Thank you. Yeah, that's the only thing about it when I do my coloring and whatnot and my stuff, is that's what I end up mixing my colors most of the time. So if I don't get it painted then, it's not gonna match up. But this is another Google image that I got. I'm gonna try to wood burn that one and then put some crazy color and stuff in there. I'm gonna use that just that neon black light acrylic paint from Walmart, and that makes it glow real good. And then I got that one. I've done a few of these in the past. Let's see, where's my original image? And I got that image off of YouTube as well, or YouTube off of Google too. And that's what it'll be like once I shade it and do it up. The alien peace sign mode. There you go. That's it. A lot of my music, I always throw aliens in there and stuff like that. Like they're hiding, they're flying by and stuff like that. So it's just, yeah, aliens are just, I like that kind of stuff. That's why I put it in my music and stuff. So what I was talking about in my videos is I'm doing some stuff now for that Planet 13 dispensary, medical dispensary here. And their whole theme when you go inside, Planet 13, it's kind of spacey vibes. They got little astronaut guys and little figures of astronauts posed in different ways all around the place, and different space pictures and stuff here and there. And I just thought it was a heck of a coincidence that, all my YouTube music and stuff has kind of got that alien-like vibe, and then I connected this place and started selling my wares up there, which was awesome. And this is another board I did, Miss Francis. I don't know if you saw that one or not. But this one I couldn't, let's see, I started shading one way and then stopped and was doing something and then come back at it. And I guess I moved my board or something, but I started shading another way and then stopped. I was like, oh no, that ain't matching. And then I went back and I got it, because I'm funny like that. I want all my lines to kind of flow together unless I deliberately stagger them. And that was total accident on the top right there. And then this one's got real rough right here, so, and I don't want to sand it because, like I said, this is that laminate like plywood, so if I sand it I might sand into the next layer. I'm not sure what all states they're in, EW. Uh-oh. But go back to my line. Here we go. But they are across the United States, spread through different states. I know their home states in California, and yeah, they're spread all over the place. Let's see if I can pull this up real quick. I got all my stuff opened up with cameras and stuff. Oh yeah, thank you. I got a few like that. I don't know. I like doing them. I like doing the wood burning in general. I zone out and just relax doing it. As long as they're easy burns. You got to be careful if you start doing too intricate of pictures and think, I guess you got to be like Runic and kind of plan ahead on how you want that burn to look. So then you kind of adjust the artwork accordingly or something. I don't know how to explain it. Let's see, where's my search?
Grumpy's in a shop, spinning epoxy, roach clips pile up, it's a little too foxy. Yellow and black, they're popping so wild, aliens drop by like it's cosmic style. Colors glow bright, they burn through the night, meds rolled up tight, and it feels just right. Milky Way spins in a haze of disdain.
It's not going to give me their listings everywhere. It's just going to pull up stuff for Florida. I'm trying to look to see just where they were all spread out. I know they have stores everywhere, because like I said, they're pretty much trying to get into all the states that's got medical, you know, and then of course the states that are set recreational, I'm sure they got shops there. Some of them smoke shops that you see when you go over that are set up aren't the actual THC shops. They're more the hemp shops. It's Delta 8 or something THC. It's that legal hemp THC that they're found a loophole to get through and sell, but it's just way weaker. People try to say, oh, it's the same stuff, but I've smoked it, and I'll tell you, it felt like I was just smoking damn oregano or something. It wasn't the same to me.
Colors glow bright, they burn through the night, meds rolled up tight, and it feels just right. Milky Way spins in a haze of disdain. All of this magic is just made.
Yeah, if you're not legal in your state yet and you saw it, it was one of those hemp shops. That's the stuff that's when they took and moved hemp and put it on the farm bill. And when they did that, a lot of people jumped and found a small loophole, because it's like, it's not considered marijuana unless it has point such and such. I don't know the exact numbers, but it has to be a certain percentage of THC per dry weight. And so they found a loophole and they grow it as hemp, you know, and they baby it like it's good medical plants and stuff and make it as strong as they can, but they have to keep the numbers down to a certain point when they clip it, because once it dries and they test it, that THC level has to be under a certain point. But they're trying to ban that in a lot of places, because like I said, the companies have just went wild with it. They're making gummies, they're making the edibles, the vapes, you know, the flour, the pre-rolls. I mean, and it looks just like the real stuff. I mean, and it's not bad for you per se, I guess. It's not like that spice. They don't have no crazy chemicals or nothing bumped into it if they're a legit company. But yeah, I don't want nothing to do with that. I'd rather stick with the regular stuff. Yeah, that's crazy. And see, that's the ones I don't trust. When you get to the gas stations and you see it in stores like that, because they're not regulated, I guess you would say. And so you don't know if they're spraying it with them extra chemicals and stuff that they would put in that old spice mix that they used to sell. You know, and that ain't no good for you. And then, you know, they might be putting extra stuff on there just to kind of get you hooked to it and come on back to their store, just like the daggone black market folks would do, you know. So it's like, yeah, I don't trust those kind of shops. We call it street weed, and then I guess the pharmaceutical grade of it. And I don't like the pharmaceutical grade of it as much neither, because, I mean, I don't know how to put it. I just wish our state would go to where we could grow our own, because there's so many. Hey, good morning, Miss Daisy. It's just, I don't know how to get it. It's just, they're trying to control everything with the money and all that mess. And putting my fan up in the door so I can start burning, you know. It's still dark out there. Yeah, I just wish our state would go where they let you home broke for medical, give you allotment to so many plants, and just be done with it. That way I know what kind of, because some of these companies, they use crazy fertilizers and stuff. They might not be pumping you full of chemicals, but heck, all the fertilizers they use to get them dense buds and everything can be just as bad. It was good, Miss Daisy, thank you. I hope yours was pretty good. It started off crazy. We were supposed to have almost 20 people, and we were supposed to go to my mother-in-law's house, my father-in-law's place, and my mother-in-law got admitted back into the hospital, so we wasn't able to bring her home. She was in a rehab place, so we was gonna be able to check her out of that and bring her home for a little bit. She's on dialysis and everything, and just, it's, yeah, not perfect, but doing, you know. But then she was having some complications and they had to admit her for a little while. So yeah, we couldn't come home with that. And then, yeah, it was a mess. It would have been a good reality show for the day. I can say that. Everybody was stressed out, fussing, and it's splitting dinners. Well, you can come pick up this. I ain't going. You can do this. And I said, everybody, just calm down. We'll make it. We'll make it. And then we ended up having everybody here, and it balanced out fine. Lathe humming, hands moving, craft and fate. Epoxy drips, binds bugs in a sculptor's twist. Zen found in the fog, some aliens miss. Let's see, for the most part of it, I always joke and say we put the fun in dysfunctional. I quit saying it for a long time, figuring I was just bringing it to the air. So it's like, I won't talk about that much no more. But yeah, we still put the fun in dysfunctional. All right, y'all, I'm just cleaning off the carbon on my tip a little bit. I use my stropper, I use a piece of fine sandpaper. Most of the time I use a piece of fine sandpaper, which that's just gonna wear my tip out quicker, but I make my own tips, so we'll be all right. Burr, y'all. I can feel the temperature difference as I opened up my back door and turned my fan on. I got a box fan. Yes, sir, Tim, this morning. Unfortunately, it's a new day. But I'm in my garage, and it's a one-car garage. I still got my door, you know, my big garage door for the cars, you know, that's on one end, and my back door's on the other side. And so when I put the fan in the back window and turn it on, all the little drafts and everything in my big garage door, yeah, the cold air just pulls straight through. And I can't leave the door closed because then that smoke's gonna fill up in here and go into the house. End up setting the smoke alarm off. And that won't be good at 6 in the morning. All right, y'all, let's start burning. Let's see, what we gonna burn first? I don't know which one I want to do. Y'all, I'm messed up without my lathe. That's messing me up on my videos, messing me up on all my stuff. Shiny dope soldiers a cope. Out of the haze came purpose and hope. Aliens nodding props to the craft, no hate. Epoxy vibes outlasted the hands of fate. I was getting some traction with my lives, spinning the lathe for a little bit, but I wasn't using the OBS software either. Good morning, Natalie. I was getting good views on the lathe videos. Epoxy roach clips, artware functions aligned. Workshop sessions, therapy flows in the air. Turning junk into gems. I just got to get my dust collector going. I don't know what's up with the collector I ordered. Like I said, I placed my order, you know, back after the grand opening on the 22nd. So I think I ordered everything, what, the 23rd? And it was 4 items all together, and I've gotten everything but my dust collector, and it hasn't even been shipped from the factory or wherever it's coming from, and they haven't even billed me for it. It was all pending at first, my account's been hit for the stuff I've received, and then the amount for the dust collector, that's available in my account again, so they haven't pulled that yet. So I don't know what's up there. I'm iffy on canceling it and ordering it again, because I'm afraid by the time I cancel and order again, it's gonna go through their system for the first order and then bill me again, or I'm afraid I'm gonna get double billed if I try to cancel and order again right now. So I'm trying to give it a few days, because it says it's supposed to be here between the 3rd and the 7th, and so I'm gonna wait till, I guess, around the 1st, and if it hasn't been shipped yet, then I'll call. But I got the other bag, because it's a 5 or 4.5 micron or 5 micron bag is what it came with, and so I ordered a 1 micron bag to replace that one. And the bags got here, and 4-inch to 2.5-inch adapter that showed up. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, good morning, Tina. Hope everybody's doing good today. Y'all see my tip trying to zigzag right there? It's trying to follow all them little bitty grains. That's why I say it helps to sand your boards down real good before you start wood burning them. But like with this, it's that layered plywood. Y'all can look on the sides right there. I start sanding too much on there, I'll get into that next layer, and it'll be an ugly blemish on the board. I am going to dig my book out later on today once we get home and go through and see exactly which was the thickest gauge wire I can use from the machine, because I have the wire here. I just don't remember if it was 24 or 26. But I'll try to do me some more tips, because this one is getting a little old. I want to try to knock one out and try to get it a little bit wider.
From the edge of sight, aliens in the workshop messing around. Grumpy's carving skills are world renowned. Stress gets carved with every groove. Like and subscribe, watch the mood improve. Epoxy shimmers as the dust flies high. Shapes take form.
I do. I never did the hot sauce. I've always, I'll get a little bit of congestion in my sinuses in the evenings, and I'll get a strong peppermint, or just peppermint oil. It almost works like Vicks. Opens me up a little bit and helps me fall asleep.
They touch the tools, they knock stuff down. Little green hands trying to steal the crown, but with every cut and every spin, Grumpy's got this, aliens won't win.
Oh, am I still in? I'm not even paying attention if I'm in camera. I'm sorry, yo.
Messing around. Grumpy's carving skills are world renowned. Stress gets carved with every groove. Like and subscribe, watch the mood improve.
It's hard with this wood texture the way it is. It's hard to pull that smooth fluid line, and I can't pull a fluid line half the time anyway. Get me some of those live edge boards to burn on too. Instead of this plywood stuff. Hey, good morning, Alan. Hey, Josh, have a great day, dude. Be safe. Thank you for coming in.
Created blaze, sharp blade cutting, pouring epoxy to life. Each stroke sculpt chaos, channel the strife. Aliens whisper notes, transmit them precise. Out of this world, roach clip, got that spice. Glow bright like UFOs at a midnight sight.
It's crazy with the snow. Y'all hear? You probably heard me talking a few videos. We never get snow here in Florida where I'm at. Never. I mean, we'll sit there, oh, we got a chance of flurries, and it'd be freaking 30-something degrees and sprinkling and everything. We still don't get no snow. But last year, January time, we got some snow. And I'm talking about, it looked like snow from up north snow. When you walked outside, everything was covered in snow. We had to shovel the steps, shovel the sidewalk. And we got 8 to 10 inches in some areas. And just today, we made national news for it and all. Because like I said, Florida don't get snow like that, y'all. But it was nice. It was neat, you know, because it's like I've always been a Florida boy, and I've never gotten to really play in snow or anything. It's like, one of these days we'll go somewhere and rent a room and hang out for a day or two and play in it, you know. But just one of these days never came up, so Mother Nature brought it to me. It was awesome. It was a mess, but it was awesome. I got some video footage of it on my drive. I keep babbling about it. I got to put it together and edit a video out of it. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Fingerprints and wood grain, grumpy's real deal. Aliens just nodded, man, that's mad appeal. I'm gonna build some new scenes for OBS too and resituate them again. Leave the camera in the same spot. I think I got this camera zoomed in on the scene setup itself, so I can't change the zoom any from where it's at. So I think if I go back to normal, I'll have a little more picture down here.
Grumpy's in a cedar wonderland, shavings flying like a magic band. Lays alive and spinning fast, turning moments that are built to last. Cedar in each hand, oh what a day. The scent of the wood takes stress away. Dust is dancing under workshop lights, crafting joy in the quiet night.
Focus. I didn't notice either, it's not focusing down there.
Is feeling so grand out here. With every spin the world feels clear. The smell of cedar fills the air. Grumpy's kingdom beyond compare. Wood chips fall like a gentle rain, each piece secure for the ache and strain. Fingers trace the grain so fine in every groove a story.
I gotta sit back up and carve with mine. Before I built my carbon box, when I had just the open table, that was the last time I carved with my grandkids because we had room. I don't have no room set up in here with a little box set in the station, so I have to get it set up outside and do some carving, but I got to get there some masks. I let my granddaughter play on some thin little old boards from Walmart, and I drew a little picture on one and then took the nothing aggressive. I wouldn't give her no aggressive burrs. She's too young for that. But I put some of these big sand and stone burrs on there for her, and it was my little Dremel stylus. So you push down too hard with that one, it'll shut the little motor and stuff off, but it'll do a little bit of work if you don't push down hard. So we drew her a big picture, and I give her the little sand and stone, and she went through and she cut down into it, you know, and made her little lines and then let her paint it up and stuff. She thought she was bigwig. And then my grandson, he wants to do it all, but like I said, I got to just set us up outside. I don't even have the room for myself to get right here and carve, much less to sit right here with them to supervise to make sure they're not going to get hurt, you know. See, I got pictures, dadgummit. There's my pictures. I got them up on my wall. It was my crazy daisy. That's what I call my granddaughter. She's my little crazy daisy. Oh, my back. Oh, yo, I gotta move around somewhere. They at? Oh, I got all kind of thumbtacks holding it, but we'll get it. Our mama kicked my butt showing the picture on YouTube, but I don't care. My baby too. Let me do this. Heck, I'm fighting trying to take that daggone. I forgot, yo, I can swap my camera. Boop. That's my grandson. He's sitting there playing with me. That's my downdraft area before I put my box. And yeah, whoop, that's my granddaughter. That's what I told her. She's sitting there doing a little cutting on the stylus. I don't know. Here's another little shot of she was doing it. But, all right, let's see. Sorry, motion sick. There we go. Go back. But those right there is what made Grumpy not be so damn grumpy no more. When my granddaughter was, or when my daughter became pregnant with my granddaughter and all, it was that was about the time I was getting my disability granted to me, so that took a lot of stress away. I was getting away from all the pills and everything, so I was already changing, you know, and then it's like, you got that little girl, and it's like, oh. And that started a new chapter of my life there, for sure. This is just another burn board, Planet 13's logo, and then putting a little space guy in the background and stuff. Let's see, did you see my first one? Let's see, let me find it. Just doing some pyrography until I get my dust collection going back up. But this is the first board I made. Well, this is the second board I made for them. They got the first one. I went up there on their grand opening, and one of the managers bought it. I'm trying to be. I'm still grumpy. I still got my aches and my pains, and I'm still batshit crazy. You know, everybody's got their issues. I joke and say, I guess I'm like Robin Williams. I have to laugh and joke and be happy on the outside, so I don't bring that old Ray Ray guy back, as I put it, because I got my Ray Ray and my JoJo. You know, Ray Ray's that old grumpy asshole. JoJo's the old sensitive guy that don't know what to do. So, yeah, I try to keep the old grumpy Ray Ray buried. I don't like him coming out and playing no more. And then when them babies is out there, you know, that's about the only time I get grumpy. You let something stupid happen around one of them kids, and then yeah, oh, there's Grumpy. And I'll come out real quick. Yeah. People ask, we're gonna get you institutionalized. I said it'd be okay. You put me in prison, put me in an institution. When it comes to them grandkids, I'll rock orange real quick. But yeah, I'm definitely a new person, and them kids did it for sure. Hey Billy, good morning. Yeah, my daughter was a daddy's girl, and then shoot, her and her high school sweetheart got married soon as they graduated. He was military. He was ROTC through school and everything. So he went up to Goose Creek for his training, basic training and everything. And then once, let's see, that summer, I don't remember exactly how it worked out. They got married, I believe it was in December, and then he went into training. And then once he finished his basic training and was, I guess, set up in his dorms or whatever you call it, that's when she moved in up there with him. And that was a hard day right there. But I loaded her stuff up and we rented a box truck, loaded her up, and I drove her up there. Woo! I hated that. Yeah, JoJo gonna come out talking about it. But no. Yeah, the ribs on that plywood's messing with me right there. Hey, thank you. I gotta play with the playlists and add some more different ones to it. I think there's just 3 in the playlist that kind of revolve around the live videos. The rest of them is just some of my older songs that I just pulled up out of the library and put on there. I want to be able to put my entire library onto a playlist and just shuffle through that, but it won't grab that playlist. I have to build a complete new one. And now I had to drive her up to South Carolina and drop her off and come home. And let me tell you, Grumpy made the fastest freaking trip ever coming home. And I bawled like a baby the whole way. Rented a little Mazda coupe, little cheap mini car or whatever in the rental services, so I could get as cheap as I could. And I had that little thing skipping down the interstate about 90 miles an hour the whole way. Radio blasting and the tears are flying. Yeah, that was Daddy's girl. I damn sure didn't want to drop her off. But they were up there, they did good for a while. And then we got that call, I'm pregnant, and oh snot, and that was good news. And then I was too damn young to be a grandpa, so I was like, yeah, I'm Grumpy, for sure. We calling me Grumpy. Yeah. Then right before she was born, we went up there for about a week before she was born, and then the baby was born, my granddaughter. We stayed for about a week after, and then I drove my wife and my son, we drove back home, and it was summertime, and with it being summertime, and then my son-in-law still in training and whatnot, so you know she was by herself. So brought my wife back home because she had to work still, and then me and my son went back up there for about a month because like I said, summertime, he was on summer vacation, so we stayed to help her out and everything. So that was awesome. And then school started, I had to bring him back home, and then they were transferring between South Carolina and what was that state they went to? Virginia. He was being stationed in Virginia after his training, and baby was she was still a newborn, and so she had to go to Virginia to get set up in the housing up there, but then had to come back to South Carolina for final inspection and housing that they were at and turn keys over and stuff. So again, you know, my daughter was young, you know, and I was staying with her, so I was doing the driving back and forth. I did a lot of driving back then between Florida and Virginia and South Carolina. Hey Dan, good morning, buddy. And that's pain in the butt with my back, because I can't sit still too long, so I'm constantly fidgeting and shifting and adjusting. But we did it. I'll do anything for my kids and my grandbabies. Looking too bad. Brr, it's chilly out here, y'all. Getting my nose to running because it's cold. Why does that happen? Why is when it gets cold, this crud, our noses wants to stop up and start running? No, it's a temperature difference, right? It'd be condensation. There you go. I never thought of that. Definitely been like the bathroom. Heater though. I don't think I'm not even feeling it on my leg right there. Got one of them tall little tower heater deals that oscillates, but I do not have it rotating. I got it sitting right beside me. I might even be able to hear it. I don't know. Yeah, I love my babies. Drive me freaking crazy. Made me lose all my hair, and then all my facial hair is pretty much gray, and I blame that on the kids, but you know, I wouldn't trade it for nothing. Day off today, but coffee. All right, also, well, you know, grumpy, huh? We got more than coffee going on here, but I do have my coffee.
Fumes rise thick, a toxic ballet, each strip of confession, sins washed away. Yellow sparks bright, black eats the light, delayed hums a hymn, turning wrongs to right. No looking, no dwelling, just the resonant will. The late whisper secrets only silence can fill.
Kilometers 21 Fahrenheit. June, that is cold, sir. That's why I need my dust collector going, because it's getting chilly, and then I can really get out here and get to doing some turning. That went wonky right there. I did not notice that until now. Oh well. I wish I could drink. This is like, this will hold 3 medium-sized Keurig cups, and I could drink this whole thing down in 10 minutes and go curl up in bed and go right to sleep. It will help me stay up if I'm doing something, but I'm not caffeine sensitive. Like as soon as I slow down and doing anything, boom, I'll just crash, I guess. Oh, cool. Thank you, Miss Francis. I do appreciate that. That does mean a lot to me. Like I said, this YouTube community is just awesome. It is put out that there's still some nice people out there still. And I got a box I'm putting together for you. And I'm going to show them to you now anyway. Poo on it. I don't care. I wanted some of it to be a surprise. I won't show you everything. And if you've watched any of my lives, you might have seen some of the stuff. But in one of your lives, because I asked if I could make you a clip if you'd utilize it, and you said nope, but a pin. I'm almost ready to make pins. I have the mandrel to hold the pin kits. I just have to start getting me some kits that's got the bushings and then the hardware for the pin, and then I'm ready to make the pins. But you said something about a pigment scoop, a spoon, that your spoons weren't working for you or you couldn't find them. I don't remember how you did it, but all right. This is one of those pieces of wood that you sent me in that first box. It's one of them small pieces. I turned it, didn't seal it with anything, but I used that Yorkshire polish. So there is a little bit of white here and there, and that's the dried up polish that's just in some of the green. But I think over time that'll wear away. But I did put some of my concentrate spoons on there. Now I know these spoons are a lot smaller than your pigment spoons. Let me see. I know you probably have a spoon like this. This comes in a lot of those kits, so I can show you for reference. There we go. But that's that smaller scoop on that long spoon. So I mean, it will work. I've tried it. One of my own. Let me see. And then I left it, here's a pigment jar. And so I left the metal a little bit longer. That way it gives you room to reach in there. Make sure I ain't got no pigments flying everywhere. And stuff will go. See, that does good. That gives you, if you're doing little spots, that doesn't pull out a whole bunch, but it does give you a good bit on there. But I got a few of these made up. I'm gonna send you for sure. I don't know the correct way to say it. See, Spike was picking on me about it the other day. Oh, I say the other day. It was one of my lives a while back. They would say, "Say it again, Grumpy, say it again," and they start laughing. They was getting a kick out of it. But I don't have the best vocabulary, so I'll probably butcher half of the junk I say anyway. Yeah, it's a good little, and then if you're doing, like I said, just small mixes, like, these little bitty cups like that, you can put 2 or 3 little scoops in there and then get with it with your big stir. But I don't know, that's the only spoons I got. And I don't think the material on there is thick enough to beat them and shape them to get them bigger. I had bought a box of them off of Amazon a while back for my dab spoons.
He never stops, he never sleeps, his crazy energy.
All right, let's get back to bring this up.
From his channel to my soul, he takes control, he makes me whole. Aliens flying by, medication.
And not looking forward to today. Here's movement. Yorkshire. Okay. LOL. That's because of how we spell. We butchered the daggum English language over here. There's no doubt about that. It's like one of the hardest freaking languages they say there is. We have so many words that are spelled the exact same, but some of them you even say different, and they all got different meanings and junk. So yeah. And then my vocabulary ain't the best. So Yorkshire, probably. I call it Yorkshire. What? How do I say it? Yorkshire. Yorkshire. Yeah, but see, the way we spell and pronounce junk, I mean, that's how it would read out for me, because it's Y-O-R-K, York, and then S-H-I-E-R. For me, that'd be sheer or shire. Sheer, I don't know. Well, that's a Grumpy original. I got to get some more of that too. That stuff right there really stepped my game up with my epoxy and doing my polishing and stuff. What was that? Who was that? Mr. Johnny. Mr. Johnny was talking about in his videos with the talk to text. He says his phone, how did he word it? He said, I guess my phone just don't understand redneckanese or something. And I about spit my coffee out when he said that on his video that day. Cause yeah, we all have our own little dialect and whatnot, I guess. I used to have that hardcore country boy southern accent when I was younger. I don't really know how bad it is now. I try not to pay no attention to it because I used to get picked on about it when I was little. Nick Zamini. Is that the guy that's snot? Kind of got the goatee, that kind of short goatee that points down a little bit, and he's real freaking animated and excited. Overseas. I mean, he spins and he does all kind of projects, but he does a lot of woodworking projects, lathe projects and stuff. I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah, he's good. I like watching his stuff. He's got some crazy projects.
Cables hiss like snakes, venom in the wire, voltage jumps the gaps, arcs of blue fire, corners hold shadows, secrets in the smoke. Grumpy laughs slow, his gears start to choke. Grumpy wants to ride, wheels spinning in the haze, meds roll tight, they burn in smoky praise.
I think he's the first one I watched where they took all the colored pencils and put them in the resin, you know, and then spun them down on stuff to make the base or what he made. But I've seen other channels do it since, but I think his was the first one I saw that on. That come out pretty cool. This one is wonky. It's not symmetrical by no means, and I didn't notice that until I started my burn. But I'm gonna, it's like got every daggone nerve in my neck twitching because I get crazy. I'm real crucial. That's why I don't like half of the work I do, because I'll find little things like that I don't like, and then it just starts. It's got a little itch in my head, and it's like, oh, you gotta fix it, or you don't like it. But I'm trying to get past that, because I brought a few pieces out that I've just absolutely hated and did not, you know, I saw too many flaws in it, but people loved it, you know? So it's like, okay, you know, I'm just being too crucial. If I try to be picture perfect on everything, which I'm no artist or I don't draw that well. So it's like I'm too crucial, you know. I'll draw something and it won't see the light of day. It'll stay in my notebook and never come out. But I'm trying to get past that so I can, I guess, I'm babbling. I don't know how, I guess, widen out my, how would you say it, your artist portfolio, add to what I can do. You know, I want to be able to do more drawing and stuff like on the spot, and instead of me having to think about it for a month and then never be happy with my design.
cannot avoid. Pain hums low, therapies in the glow. Aliens laugh slow, they know. Static in the wires, truth.
Yeah, the colored pencil. I think he even done a guitar and did the CDs in there for the guitar body, and then like Legos. He's done all kind of cool projects.
Therapy in the haze, made in pain, these are Grumpy's days. Click and clank, vibe sharp as a knife. Like and subscribe, this is Grumpy's life. Smoke, roll, stick, therapy in the haze, made in pain, these are Grumpy's days. Click and clank, vibe sharp as a knife. Like and subscribe, this is Grumpy's life.
I did. You talk about who Grumpy made them tunes. I used AI. I used an AI app, but I did all the prompt suggestions, the instrument sounds. I basically built that persona from making so many songs using that persona and using the same settings and stuff like that. Once you do so many, you can you can click a song and say, okay, I like the sounds of this song, the rhythms and whatnot, so you can save it and then build you're almost making a band, so anytime you create a new song, it'll give you that same sound from that persona, is what they call it, and I have like a couple of different personas, but this is my favorite one. And you got I think it's a 200 character prompt that you can sit there and type in. It's not 200 words, but it's actually 200 keystrokes in a paragraph. You get to put in what you want. Grumpy's in his shop. Grumpy's got Pyrography machine going. I do a bunch of little shorthand prompt, a bunch of little shorthand sayings in that little 200 word deal. And then I have my styles of the music I want, the rhythms and all that kind of stuff put down. Like I want soft jazz, rock, hip hop, rap. I got a whole lot of stuff put into one little spot, and you had to play with it and tune it for a long time. And like I said, the more you make with it, it's recognizing your styles and what you like and how you do stuff, and then it starts popping out good songs. But you take that one prompt and you enter that one prompt in your command. When you hit enter, it pulls up 2 sets of lyrics for you, right? Like the song you just heard, it'll have 2 different sets. And then you have to go through and read the daggum lyrics before you just say, oh yeah, and hit enter, because it might have some just straight gibberish in there. It's AI, it's not always perfect. So you go through and pretty much edit your little song. Okay, yeah, I like that one. And then when you click to make that song, when it generates that song, it's going to take those words, it's going to pull up the music that you like or how you've done before and kind of make its own music to those words. And then it produces you 2 songs off of that one clip. And then you get to listen, see both the songs are yours. They're in your library. You created them, they're there. And so then you listen to the song to make sure the AI is playing it right. And then, like I said, you can't just create the song and think it's good because the lyrics look good. Because I've done this before, made my song and then playing it halfway through the song, and it sounds like he's talking Latin, or the song's playing backwards or something. It gets wonky sometimes. So you have to, proof listen to the songs and make sure they're right and whatnot. But it's a part of my channel, I guess. I spend probably more time making the songs, because I'll do my video, do all my recording for everything, upload that to CapCut, I'll edit that down to how I want it to go, and then that's how it's going to play out. So once I got it, fast forwarded and got my cut scenes and all that stuff put into it, then I'll sit back and make my music. Like, okay, I'm doing a yellow and blue epoxy clip today, so I'll put yellow and blue epoxy. I'll incorporate that into my prompts to where each one of my videos, the songs are video specific, and then, so yeah, I feel that's part of my channel now, so I'll be lost if I ever can't use Suno to make my music. I won't know what to do. I'll have to regroup, but I'll have, shoot, I have to open it up. I got a couple of thousand songs in my library. And they're all mine. That's the cool thing about Suno. If you're paying for it and whatnot, I'm running in the background. Would mess up the live. Okay, no, that's good. I'm over here playing on the computer. I didn't want to mess the live up. Where's my songs? Library. Total, is it listing me my total? Where's my total?
The shavings fall like a silver rain. Each cut's a whisper of joy and pain. His hands are rough, but his heart beats loud. Grumpy's alone, but he's never cowed.
Just not gonna list them like that. It was over 1,500 songs last time I actually looked, because I'll delete so many daggum songs. Like I said, I'll try to make one song and it'll pop up the lyrics kind of how I want, and then you can go back and edit the lyrics and stuff and change it once it's produced the lyrics, or you can put your own lyrics, or you can even upload your own music. Like if you play the guitar or something and you want certain riffs in your song, you can play that riff and record it and then upload it to Suno, and they'll incorporate it into the music for you. It's a pretty cool app. What happened? Oh, I'm missing something here. Let me go back to chat. You know, I got the babbling and wasn't looking. I'm still trying to hold on. Back up. All right, I'm still
Grumpy got a package today. Mez rolled tight, ready to play. Was about to ignite the spark when the mailman knocked like a dog's loud bark. Package for Grumpy, that's all he said. Before aliens snatched him over.
Oh no, go back.
Opened it up.
Oh, come on now. Okay, I guess I'm at the bottom of the chat. I ain't got in. I'm waiting for YouTube to roll out their dual live. That's what I can't wait for. They'll broadcast in vertical and in horizontal. And I want the horizontal feed. It does better for everybody to see what I'm doing. I know it works out better vertical for the phone people, but I like to be able to see all my work and see what's around. They got a setting. I've seen some videos on it. I've talked to Runica about it. They just don't have it rolled out to everybody. I guess they're slowly rolling it out, I guess like a beta for people to test, but it's supposed to be, I guess, everybody in 2026. But you set up one stream and you choose to run both vertical and horizontal, and it'll run your normal horizontal, and then it crops the center of that horizontal screen and puts that as your vertical. So if you are broadcasting vertical, you have to make sure you, like what we are now, that you keep that work in the center of that vertical spot. And so you have your camera fixed, I guess, and put you some little dots or whatever, so you know that's your vertical view, and just work in there the whole time, you know. But you get more viewers vertical. It puts it out to the doom scrollers or whatever, I guess. And then the horizontal would be more for like your community to come in and watch you, you know, because they can see all your work and see everything you're doing, you know. And like I said, the vertical is just to spit out there to everybody that's just randomly scrolling through, like, ooh, what's he doing? And then you got them on vertical, they'll like, subscribe, follow you or whatever, and then they'll find your horizontal feed. You know, that's what I want to get going. You can do the dual feeds through OBS, but it is a mess to set up, and it doesn't when you go vertical through OBS, it does not push it to the doom scrollers, as I call it. It puts it out vertical, but I want that vertical for a little while, because once I started doing my lives, excuse me, I gained over 100 subscribers in less than a month. You know, I do this for a therapeutic kind of relaxation and all, but then at the same time, you know, if my channel can actually come back and start, you know, just kidding, I'm not trying to get rich, but maybe, you know, pay for my supplies and whatnot, that would just be too cool. So yeah, I mean, everybody says, oh, they don't care about subscribers. I mean, I do. I want the true subscribers, the people that like, you know, what I do and want to watch what I do, for sure. But you know, that's rewarding, you know, and then to get paid for it. I wouldn't care if it was just $50 a month, you know, that would be some sandpaper or a pin kit or two, you know, so that would be awesome. And make all that work even more rewarding. I started doing YouTube as a therapy to try to help me get out of my shell. You know, I got a lot of social anxiety. I try to close myself off to everybody. I trust real good, and it's like when I open up to somebody, or I let you in my circle, or I try to join your circle, I'll tell you my life story in 2 minutes. You know, I trust somebody, and then when I get burnt, it's like, oh no, you know, somebody, you know, abuses that trust, or just, you know, ain't that person that was being fake or something like that. I've had that happen too many times, and so I build up that wall, and that's what makes me, you know, not want to deal with people. But with the YouTube, it's been a heck of a positive experience. I would not have probably set up and done that event, those 2 sales in 2 days, you know, if I hadn't been doing this YouTube stuff, you know, because I'm dang sure I am getting a little more comfortable talking and stuff, and that's transferring over to real life as well. You know, that's why I said that's why I wanted to do YouTube. I wanted to do it for therapeutic. And then I was a doom scroller myself. I followed a lot of all y'all's awesome channels and stuff before I ever started mine. And, you know, I was watching everybody's creations and stuff, and then I quit carving and I quit spinning sticks, because I got a few sticks. I'm not selling any today. I don't got to make no more. And then I wasn't doing jack, you know, and that ain't no good for my body and my back and all that. I do need to stay as mobile as I can. And so it's like, if I start a YouTube channel, that's gonna hold me accountable. I'm gonna have to get up, and I'm gonna have to spend something, or I'm gonna have to do a project, you know, make me do something instead of just sit here and have a pity party all the time. So yeah, that's where my YouTube started from. And then it's growing. It's, you know, that's it right there. Great community. It's growing, and just meeting so many cool people. And then I'm a lurker. I lurk in so many lives. You know, y'all might not think I'm there. I'm there. I've throwed my thumbs up. I just get overwhelmed sometimes real easy. And it's like, if I jump into a live and it's already been going for a few minutes and there's 30 or 40 people in there chatting, it's like, I want to say hello, but then it's like I get overwhelmed because people will start saying hello back, you know, and it's like, no, people are talking to me. I don't want to crawl under my desk and hide. You know, that's my old anxiety issues, you know. I'm slowly changing that. And y'all are helping for sure. As a lot of people say, there is no YouTube without you. But that is the truth. But that's what I liked about the Carbon Fusion site, or Kindred Spirits. It's Kindred Spirits now, but it was Carbon Fusion World of Woodcarvers. Good morning, Runic. Whenever I found it, and like I said, it really helped me out. I was in a dark place, and I still am. I got that good front going, I guess. I put on that good happy face, but nowhere near as bad as I was. And that's what helped me out, was finding that channel, meeting a bunch of cool, awesome people in that group. And then I kind of backed out of the Facebook sides of it. I still connected to the group and like and comment every now and then, but I haven't really posted no work in there in forever. When I quit power carbon as much, I stopped posting on work. I'd post a few roach clips every now and then, but I figured they didn't want to see the 420 stuff in those sites as much. I didn't want the sites to get flagged or have any kind of issues. I know Facebook gets a little squirrely sometimes. So I don't post my clips in those. And then I don't spend too much on my lathe because it's not that big, it's a little baby lathe. And I don't want to wear it out or I can't do my clips. So once I get my shop stuff situated, that went straight. Once I get my shop stuff situated again, I will eventually upgrade my lathe. I want to get one that's got the headstock, that's got the lockable positions in it, and then I want the reverse. I want a reverse for sure. And an induction motor instead of a daggum brush motor. I hate these brush motors because that's what wears my lathe out. I start putting something big on there or using my chuck, I start dragging down on that motor and that just eats some brushes up.
Out in Grumpy shop, the air hums low. Lathe spins a whisper, a tale we don't know. Dreams take form from metal and fire. A universe.
There you go. That's what I would like to do, but my wife's too big on trying to have the whole daggone family get together, and it turns into a chaotic mess.
Stars take flight.
I said we put the fun in dysfunctional.
Shadows dance on walls, machines breathe deep. Secrets of the void, the tools they keep. Every cut, every carve, a new world unfolds in the hands of the maker. The universe molds. What's a galaxy but dust and will? What's a dream but a spark until the hands turn the wheel? The fire burns bright in Grumpy's shop. Creation takes flight.
All right, Aaron, have a good day, man. Thank you for coming through. I'll try to catch you next time I see you on there.
Echoes of creation in the grind and the sparks. The cosmos reborn in these humble dark parts. Sparks fly, dreams ignite in Grumpy's shop. Stars take flight.
Wood burning is relaxing though. That's another thing that you just can't be in a hurry doing. You have to get in that mindset that you're gonna be here for a minute. Hey, Money 420, good morning, sir. How are you doing?
What's he cooking? What's the plan? Medication ready.
Hope your Thanksgiving was nice.
Click that like.
Oh, you're up there in the city, ain't you? Snot, ain't you like I don't want to say New York because I don't want to say you're in somewhere that you're not, but I remember you're like in a big city area. I was gonna ask it anyway. What I'm trying to get at, was you close to any of those parades, like the Macy Day parade and stuff like that was happening?
so bright.
Watched that on TV, and they were talking about 3.5 million people trying to gather up to watch that.
Questions
Tell Grumpy's crazy ass couldn't do it.
who is grumpy? Who are we, sir? Flying high, it's all a blur.
Gotta watch it on TV. It would be awesome to see it in public, but I think I'd have a daggum anxiety attack. Uh-oh. Let's see. All right, then. Thank you, buddy. Be safe. Have an awesome day. I'm sure I'll run into you in another live somewhere.
Grumpy's back, live again. The screen, it glows so bright, my friend. What's he cooking, what's he brewing tonight? A digital mystery, a dazzling light. Aliens flying by, medication rolled on the standby. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Grumpy's big show makes you feel alive.
And I'm gonna put together, I don't know what you would call it these days, but I'm gonna make like a CD of songs, probably get about 10 or 12 or so put together that sound real good, and I'm gonna make them specifically for that dispensary, right? And talk about their locations, their dispensaries, maybe even talk about some of the goods and stuff that they offer there, but have it all incorporated in mellow music like this. Because I'll own all the rights to this stuff. I can put it on discs, put it up to Spotify, sell it, all that crazy stuff. And so I thought about trying to, seeing if they would be interested in maybe buying the tracks, to run in their stores as background music, kind of like a little elevator music or whatnot. Because they have a real chill environment. You go in there, it's, not dim lights that you can't see, but the lighting and the ambiance and all is set real good.
He makes me whole. Aliens flying by, medication rolled on the standby. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Grumpy's big show makes you feel alive.
This is pretty cool. I would really like to try to get this connection with that shop and that dispensary and turn it into something. It would be neat if I could get set up to where they had my roach clips in all their dispensaries or something like that, as apparel. Because they do support locals and stuff. There's one shop, I can't remember I think he's mixed, like an MMA fighter. They sponsor him, have some of his gear and stuff at one of their shops and stuff like that. And it's a good little dispensary and stuff. So I know if I got to that point, I would probably have to get a little more legit, get business licenses and stuff like that going. But I mean, I think I'm ready for that. I don't know. I can't do this as a 9-to-5, but it would be neat if I could at least work myself into one of their shops.
Grumpy's world where chaos wins. Roll it up, stand by for the thrill. Medication chill, alien skill. Lights are flashing, bass will kill. Grumpy's groove, it fits.
Either way it goes, they have their support the vendors every 13th of the month, so that's all an awesome set. I have that gig still. while I'm doing some of these 13 boards like this, I want to get a few good ones made up and give them to the shops. That way they can display them or do what they want to do, if they can display them. I don't know. Management, don't know if HR or whatever will let them just throw anybody's work in there. But I know the manager, she bought that one board and said she was keeping it at the shop. So I don't know if it was just hanging in an office or if it was being put up out in the lobby. But yeah, I want to make a few that could get put out in the lobby if they're able to. That would be nice. Not even to sell, just to say, hey, who made that? You know what I mean? Uh-oh. 7 o'clock.
Like subscribe vibes, words cracked and broken.
And I'll go through and do my hashes on there to shade it in. I want to try to get the same effect I got on that first one I did. It's awesome. You can kind of look at it and don't focus on anything dead on. And the 13 kind of stands up off the board with the color, almost looks 3D. Let my burner cool off with me, bro. I got that replacement bag for that dust collector, and I was like, uh-oh, I'm gonna have to definitely get my shop situated out here and reorganized. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was gonna be. The bag's about 2 5-gallon buckets stacked on top of one another, long and about that big around. And then you got the units probably a little bit bigger than the 5-gallon bucket. Oh, I gotta get back to the bottom of the chat. Raja, good morning. Or I'm sorry, good evening. It's the end of the day for you over there, I'm sure, huh? I hope you had a great day. Oh, thank you for coming to my live.
Grumpy's in the shop, wires hiss, they scream. Electricity's crawling, it's carving a dream. Etching in the grain, wood whispers pain. Aliens in the corner, plotting domain. Grumpy wants a ride.
Bar is chilly, y'all. Oh, the sun's up. I hope the sun stays up and I hope the wind stays down. It's gonna be cold out there. And I got a short sleeve dress shirt to wear. I don't have any long sleeve dress shirts. I do not like wearing long sleeves that much unless it's a jacket. I get so hot natured. But and my jackets that I got are just damn dispensary jackets. So I don't want to be that disrespectful. Yeah, try to go in there wearing a damn pot leaf jacket or something.
Aliens laugh slow, they know. Static in the wires, truth's on fire. Grumpy's desires tangled in the mire. Ashes and sparks, symphony of scars. Riding through the dark, chasing dying stars. Smoke rolls thick, therapy in the haze. Made in pain, these are Grumpy's days. Click and clank, vibe sharp as a knife. Like and subscribe, this is Grumpy's life.
Yeah, I like watching you turn, Roger. I always joke and say you are a wood turning machine. I think what got my attention was whenever I turned into your channel one time and you was turning and you was actually slinging some shavings, doing some work, and you was looking at the camera. I was like, check him out. That's some skill right there. But I like your setup. You do some awesome stuff, and I like your little shorts where you start showing your little decorative spindles and whatnot. Those are nice.
Blink twice, they vanish. Dimension second guessing. Grumpy wants to ride meds, roll tight. Pain's a co-pilot, therapy's the flight. Smokes the sermon, preaching out of sight. Hit that light, hit that vibe, subscribe to the night.
Them glow blanks are fun, ain't they, Miss Francis? I love them. I love making this stuff glow. I'm trying to get to where mine glow a little bit better. When I first made a few, I had too much glow pigment in there because it was overtaking. Well, my colors weren't separating how I wanted them to, so the glow was overtaking everything, and then the whole thing kind of had a glow. But I just want like certain swirls to glow good. And I'm getting there. I said playing with those epoxies and those colors. That's fun in itself. Frustrating sometimes when it don't turn out how you want it to, but it is definitely fun. Hey, you don't buy. Well, see, that's it. That's the thing about it too, is the resins and the different what can I say, medium. There you go. You got epoxy, resins, the acrylic stuff. There's a whole, like the stuff Miss Francis uses that she mixes up, and then it flash cures real quick. There's so many different stuff that you can use. I don't know what's the best to use and not to use in making those blanks, but I just used a generic, I say a generic epoxy. I want to try Alumalite because I watch one guy's channel that's all he uses is Alumalite, and he makes some awesome blanks. But I use this stuff right here. It was the best bang for my buck when it come to buying just epoxy. Am I in camera? Here we go. But what did I get? It's like a half gallon, and then a half gallon of the A, a half gallon of the B. And I think that I can't even quote y'all a price because I'm sure I'd be wrong, but it was cheap. I say cheap. It was the cheapest. You know, like I say, when I get on Amazon and start looking for stuff, you know, unless I know a specific brand that I can afford, I go for the best bang for my buck. And that was, I think, the most resin and stuff I could get for the price. And I bought that twice now, and that's what I've done all my epoxy clips and stuff with. I know. Y'all told me that, and I have not gotten that far. I've gotten the glue. I finally got me a bottle of the clear glue. I haven't used it yet. Let's see, you and Miss Natalie said something about it, and then I watched that one guy, Ben Works. He does it in some of his videos, but I just haven't. I've been looking at aluminum as well. Right? Well, I watched that Jake Thompson. He does Saturday morning cartoons, a little Saturday morning live YouTube skit every Saturday. Awesome stuff. And then that's all he does is make blanks. His whole YouTube setup is he makes blanks the whole video. And so what he does is you super chat like $5 and I want to use royal blue, and then somebody will super chat $15 for indigo something, and they pick the colors like that by super chatting, you know. So he's getting money into his channel picking out all his colors, so he doesn't even have to battle with picking the colors. The audience is picking the colors for him, or the community. And then he mixes his blanks up and everything. And then he has a blank club, you know, it's $25 a month or $50 a month. And you get so many blanks, you know, and it's the blanks that he's making on the show. If you're a blank club member, you know, and you're watching that Saturday, you're like, ooh, I want that one, you know, they'll tag you, you know, and you'll get one of those blanks in your box. You know, it's an awesome channel, and the way he does stuff is just freaking cool. But that's what he uses is Alumalite, and he's got it worked down to a science because he's been doing it so long. You know, he doesn't go by time. He sets timers to give him an idea, but he goes by temperature on his epoxy. He's got him a little temperature gun, and I got one too. I've used mine, but I just don't have a Lumilight, so my temperatures are a little bit different on when they set. But you know, just a little temperature gun, you shoot your epoxy to see how hot it is. But he gets to about 100 degrees, and then he starts putting his colors in them real quick, you know, and gets it ready, and then he tries to get it mixed, poured, and into his pressure pot, you know, before it starts to set. But once it gets so hot, the epoxy is starting to thicken up a little bit, which is what that glue drop does. It thickens it up some, but it gets warm enough to when he starts pouring his colors, you know, into his blanks, they don't just mud up. They kind of stay separated, and then he'll swirl them, and he has stabilized wood chunks and stuff in there. Hey, good morning, Sono. But I like watching his stuff. And then there's another guy out there, Zach Higgins. He does the same thing with a Lumilight and making pin blanks and everything, but he does his blanks round and pours them from the top, which that makes it a little different and difficult on playing with your color separation and everything, because you just have a small opening that you're pouring into and you're trying to layer your colors on top of that. It's easier when they're rectangled and laying long ways, because then you know you can get more crazy intricate swirls and stuff in there without stirring it, you know. But I watched between those two guys, and I didn't find Zach's channel until probably it was a few months back, you know, because I had been making my blanks a certain way for a long time, or my molds for my blanks, and then I saw the way he does it, and I was like, dude, I could do that, and I could use that idea and incorporate my inserts. Yeah. But you learn from everybody, I guess, and that's what I'm doing. But that's back to the main babble, that Jake Blank. That's an awesome channel. I've learned a lot with epoxy and stuff watching his channel and the way he does his blanks and everything. But he straight up, he's an Illuminalight affiliate, you know, they sponsor him and stuff like that. And so that's his resin of choice. But I use the same principles with the epoxy and stuff I use. It's just, you know, your temperatures and stuff will be a little different. Hey, good morning, Bear. Welcome in. Just a babbling for the day. I can't do my lathe work or nothing right now. My dust collector's on the fritz. I got new stuff on the way, just waiting on postage. Waiting on the post office or postal service or shipping. I don't know if it's the company, what's going on, but they're taking their sweet time on getting everything set up to send to me, I reckon. So in the meantime, I've been doing some little burn boards, some pyrography work. Let's see, try to find some of the ones I've done recently. I don't know if you've seen them on any of the other posts. There's one. This 13 deal is a dispensary in the area, Planet 13, and the little half moon planet and the 13 deal, that's their logo. And I just incorporated a planet behind it. And then let me kill this light. It black light reactive, so kind of glows under the black light. It's pretty cool. And I'm doing that, and then move that out of the way. There's the other one. I still have to. Let me turn this off. I'm going to end up burning something on myself. He sent fire. And then that one right there. I did that here recently. I liked it. I've done a few of these, but this is the one I still have to. I don't know if I'm going to put any stain on here. If I do any stain, it's going to be just a golden oak stain over top of it, and then I'll just spray clear coat it. And then I had to put the sawtooth hangers on the back of it. I still got to add those.
like, subscribe, aliens take Grumpy for a ride.
That's about it on those.
Wood cone confession, sawdust sermons, the resins
And I got some more mushroom images, which the Jesus and the cross.
no discretion.
Yeah, I like that one too. Like I said, when I was shading that one, I wasn't in my zone, and you can see where I started and stopped and started again. In the way I do my dashes, it's just there's a million different ways to shade with pyrography, and this is just with my tip. It's easier for me to do this, and so I do so many hashes and keep them in one direction. But I was doing them, and then I stopped for something, and I picked it back up, and then I totally went opposite of what I was doing for so much. It's like, oh man, and then I went back to my normal route. So I'm gonna change this. I'll leave this one like it is, but when I do the next one, I can't wait because I know it. That was gonna be fun because I'm gonna do the my colors. You know, I have a bunch of the black light colors, so I'm gonna try to get real good with the alien one and add some cosmic vibes around him for sure. Gonna be more than just the alien on the board. I'll put the alien on there and then I'll add my touch to it. Cause like I said, I pulled that image off of Google too. You know, I'll be the first to tell you if I borrowed an image. And I got some stuff I could draw. It's like I said, it's 50-50 on my drawing skills. I don't understand why. It's just 1 minute I can sit down and try to draw something and then it'll turn out nice. And it's like, ooh, I like that. And someone's, hey, can you do that for me? And I try to replicate it. Nah, it just does not happen. I'm the same way with my wood spirits and stuff. I'll try to draw some of that stuff out beforehand and doodle up some nice looking ones and then try to do it again. No, it looks like my grandkids is out here playing. Barry, you got some awesome artwork, my man. I like the way your carvings and stuff come out. Like there's the old woolly booger guy I drew up just playing. He's all grumpy for sure.
His hands bear the cost. In the workshop's haze, the past gets lost. Yellow glows like Saturn, black holes.
Get him in the camera.
Galaxies born under buzzing light. Sawdust planets orbit.
I know it's got to be rough. I know you're a busy man and you have a presence with all your lives and all your carvings, and I know that work just not something. Hey, that's my mother-in-law. But I know you're busy. I know you're very busy, so I'm sure you can be exhausted sometimes. That's like when you start to get sick and sound sick. That's why when I get in and tell you, get you some rest, you need that rest. You know, your body got to slow down and heal or recoup. There's some little doodles. Right. Yeah. See, that's how I can work a lot better if I get myself on some type of routine. Yeah, I just function better that way. It helps my brain and everything. That's what's hard is when I started getting into all this carving and all these communities and trying to follow everybody and everybody's lives and everybody's lifetimes being different. Whew, you talk about something that was messing with me, and it's got to where I can't follow everybody. That's what you don't see me in many lives and stuff all over the place no more. Or if I am, I'm just lurking because I'm trying to edit or doing something, because I squirrel a lot when I'm doing something. So one of my little videos, you know, it might take one of y'all 2 hours to edit. That 2 hours is gonna be 4.5, 5 hours for me sometimes, if not longer. You know, because if I'm doing something and the wife calls me or something, it's like I'll stop what I'm doing because I don't want this to become an issue, you know. So yeah. Oh, where's my other book?
Colors glow bright, they burn through the night. Meds roll up tight and it feels just right. Milky Way spins in a haze of disdain.
I got so many sketch pads scattered with doodles here and there. because I'll get in the mood where I like to draw, because some of my stuff will come out looking awesome. And then it gets to where it's like, it looks like I said, like the grandkids trying to draw. That's where I joke. I say, okay, Ray can draw and JoJo can't, or JoJo's the one that can draw. It just depends on on which mood I'm in that day or something. I don't know. Let's see. Let me switch this. Uh-oh. What did I miss? Oh, I got you. That's me. I got to figure out something too on schedule wise. I like doing my lives every morning and talking and chit-chatting and whatnot, but at the same time, hey, good morning. But at the same time, I gotta have projects to do too. Trying to find some. This book here's got some of my mushroom drawings and stuff in it. Got into drawing the mushrooms and the gnome homes and stuff. And then I even tried to draw out my clips that I want to do beforehand, and that just never works. I'll draw the roach clip out and then be like, what the heck did I just draw? You know? Shadows dance on walls, machines breathe deep, secrets of the void, the tools they keep, every cut, every yes, I gotta switch cameras. Y'all can't see off of that camera no more. Did it switch? I hit the right button. The hands turn the wheel, the fire burns bright in Grumpy's shop. Creation takes flight. Yeah. Sorry, y'all. I got y'all mobile now. It gets better to show. The camera's sitting too close to my sketch pad. I can't get the whole picture in when I'm trying to show y'all. But I got that on a burn board. That's one of my daggone crazy things. And then I just don't know if y'all can see it, but I'll erase and scribble and draw so much and scribble and draw that my final image would just be ugly looking. But I'll use that and carbon paper and put it on the board. Like here's one. That's just quick, generic. But I got that one on a board, a couple of different boards. It turned out good when I put color and stuff to it. That's one I was working on, just never finished. Oh, this one, I got that one burned on a board. That looks good too. I started to do the gnome home in the background. Oh, that one might not be on the board. Hold on. Yeah, because there's the home in the background, a mushroom. It was going to be a gnome home with just mushrooms growing around it. But I got a board that's got these style mushrooms on there, all colored in. And that's one of my medical signs I was working on. I can't draw a daggum marijuana leaf for nothing. Oh, silly doodles. As much as I've been smoking and trying to draw them things, they don't come out looking good at all. You'd think I'd be able to draw one of those in my sleep. Now, this is when I say me and my granddaughter had little burn boards. That was the size of the boards. I traced the board out and then we sketched out a little thing. That's one of the boards she dremeled with the that's a picture of it, but that's what when I showed y'all the pictures earlier, that's what she was working on. She had that little sand and stone going around them lines and digging it in. She was proud. There's that one. There's one I want to show y'all. I'm coming up to it. It's going to be something like that. I got in a floral kick and started doing, was trying to do the green man, trying to just work on drawing my leaves and stuff to try to get a pattern set down in my head. And so I just got random designs. But it's coming up to the nice ones, I think. I think it's in this book. Yes, here we go, right here. I'm going to put that on a burn board. I'm proud of that one. That one took me a little while to draw. I don't quite have it done because I have some spaces right here and over here. But that took me a minute to figure out. And then when my grandkids got a hold of my book. I promise I didn't draw that one. Yeah, that's when I was working on some more of the floral. Another floral design. I think that's about it. Yeah, that's pretty much it now. I'll carry my books like that with me whenever I go. I have to take my son to an appointment or something like that. I'll have that with me and doodle and draw because I want to do wood spirits. I want to do wood spirits all the time. So for a long time, that's all I would do. I mean, every daggum scrap piece of paper that I had around me, I would try to draw a wood spirit face on them. Because like I said, that's what brought me into the carbon to begin with. Or the carbon channels was I was trying to figure out how to do the wood spirits on my roach clips. But I'm fixing to have to shut down, y'all. It's almost 7:30. I'm gonna have to start doing my dogs. What is this? All right. Oh, what was that? Their little pictures? The pictures that they drew?
Roach clips, shiny dope soldiers a cope. Out of the haze came purpose and hope. Aliens nodding props to the craft, no hate. Epoxy vibes outlasted the hands of
Yeah. I'll keep them for sure. I'm a nut like that. I keep all that stuff. That's the thing. I have so many stacks of sketchbooks like that, and out of the whole book, there only might be, say 100 pages. There might be 15 pictures in there that are worth anything, and then the rest of it might just be doodles and sketches, stuff I did or my daughter or my son. Yeah, I got a bunch of random pictures like that spread everywhere. But yeah, y'all, I got to shut down this morning. I got to get on off, but cause yeah, we got to start getting ready. We got them services we got to attend this morning, and we can't not be late for that. We have to go to Pensacola. We got to get ready, then go make sure my father-in-law is ready, and then go meet up at one church because we're going to it's a military service. So we all have to be kind of bunched up together and enter on base at the same time. And we can only go so far because, like I said, he's a veteran. So my grandfather-in-law had the military services on Barrancas, and so his wife, she gets buried on top of him. We have to do that today and got to stay on time. So, yep. I need to jump off here so I can start my routines while everybody's still asleep. That way I ain't in the way and we can get to moving. But thank you so much for putting up with my morning babble. And I know I didn't get a lot burned. I talk more than I burn. I have to kind of focus when I do this stuff or it'll get real ugly. But I do appreciate all the support and all the company. I love this community and all the people in it. So hope y'all have an awesome day. Stay safe and God bless everybody.